Welcome to the Elite Mob podcast after show. We got some extra topics of discussion here that we're going to share with you. Um, First of all, I visited some family over the weekend, and I came across some from my childhood that I wanted to share with everybody. And they're called WWE Stackdown. It's an old school kind of like Lego for WWE back then, and this is all original, still in the packaging. Uh, all the pieces are there. It's the original, like Bray Wyatt. It's got a Bray Wyatt, of course, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. It's a cool set that I found. Just wanted to kind of show it off. It's still in the box and everything. It's not sealed, but because I built it before, but I just thought that was cool. So
That's, I
just
mean,
wanted to show that off. Yep.
that's dope to find the stash. Rest in peace, Brody. Rest in peace, Bray.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
one of my favorite groups of all time, like the original, the
That's why I
original.
had to save it from my mom's place, man. She's got a lot of my stuff in her garage, just kind of wiltering away. So this was in like a tub though, so it's kind of protected. But I just wanted to get it out of there real quick. So yeah,
That
so,
theme is up there with one of my all-time favorites with the Brood theme. I don't know if you remember when I was doing the top tens, but
mm,
yeah,
the
that
Wyatt family, yeah,
yeah, that
the
I love.
original,
Yeah, like I just love like their cult persona that they had in the beginning.
yeah,
Um, Far more than any. Like I loved everything Bray did for the most part, and I
yeah,
definitely loved Brody's run in AEW. But there's nothing like that original faction when they was originally
yeah.
together.
I just got an idea. I think I'm gonna build it and leave it on my desk for like a just something to have right there.
Hell
You know.
yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely.
gonna do that. So let's move on to some news. I don't know if you can call it news or not, but it's very interesting. We got Mercedes Monet and the Beast Mortos confirmed to be in a relationship, and I guess you could say he roared into her life. But yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
that's a good one.
can't believe that shit still works. But
But yeah, good for them. I'm happy
yeah,
for them. She looks at like she's probably at the happiest point in her life. From just outside looking in. Not only that, she's dripped in gold. So I mean, I guess it doesn't get much better. Found love, got almost every title from here to the UK to Mexico to Japan and back. Actually, I don't. No, I don't think she got the Japan one no more. But you get the point.
yeah.
Um, I think they need to go with Beauty and the Beast Mortos.
Yes.
That's needs to be the name of them. No, Beauty and the Beast is out of the question, but if you add Mortos, it might be
I'd,
available.
I'd be down to see that on TV for sure. Have it play out,
Absolutely. I
and I
mean,
can see it
give
now.
them a TV show and everything. Like
Yeah.
that that definitely would be dope. Um,
It'd be cool to actually hear Beast Morto speak, but it'd also be funny if they just had him roar like all the time.
yeah, but I just want to know if he raws when he was when he's doing his lawyer stuff. Does he
Yeah,
has he
right,
figured out
right,
regular words yet, or is he just rawing through it?
right.
That's we need to know that.
Been
Um,
getting people off since 1999.
yeah, and also shout out to Matt Taven. We need to find out if Beast has found out the value of $1 yet. I don't know if you
Oh
remember
yeah,
that
man,
promo
I do remember that.
from like last year. I still laugh every time I see that.
Yeah, hey, that'd be funny.
But yeah,
Uh,
good for them. I'm
yeah,
happy for them.
that's awesome. I can't say. I mean, I don't know these people personally outside of what they do. I'm just fans of both of them, and but I would just say I wasn't expect them to be a couple. I don't know why, but shoot, I don't know
No,
them though, so I'm not saying anything. I'm
nobody expected the Beast to ever get the beauty, but I mean, it's happened
right.
before. It's happened
Yeah,
before.
it's a story. It's a story, bro.
Yep, it's playing out
Oh,
before our eyes.
all right. So we got video of Brian Danielson returning. Um, I'm pretty happy. It was a cool thing for Mexico, and Brian executed his flying knee on the video, so it's pretty cool. He's taking bumps now, so maybe this could be a foot into toward something for All In. So that would be cool. I'm not getting anybody's hopes up, but if he's ready to take bumps and stuff, you think maybe he'll have a spot on the show or something. Um, and I know I've seen people complain about, oh, why wasn't this on the show? I mean, it was still part of the Mexico show. It just wasn't on TV. Um, so, like we were kind of hit. talking about this. What were you thinking about it?
Um, I liked it. It First of all, he probably wanted to come out in Arena Mexico for a
Yeah,
nostalgia type of
right.
thing. It's he lives, sleeps, breathes wrestling.
Yeah,
He looked healthy.
yeah,
I don't want to get anybody hopes up neither. You just either way, it's good to see Daniels anytime you get a chance to. Hopefully, he didn't. He walked away from that feeling good. Um, and if he's done, I'm happy for him to come out and see the crowd or whatever. And I got no problems with it.
yeah,
As far as people complaining, I feel like that's just the people that's gonna complain no matter what happened. You
for
know,
sure.
doesn't really matter. I hope we see him again, but more than anything, I just hope he stays healthy. I know there's definitely way bigger things than wrestling, but that knee sure looked like he might still got it. That's
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
He definitely still executes it pretty well. So he's taking bumps.
Looked like he was moving at another level. Could just be because he maybe didn't have his ring gear and stuff on,
Yeah,
but he just looked a little bit faster than the last time that we seen him as far as movement wise.
yeah, and this could be tape. This we could see this on ROH. I hadn't watched it yet tonight, but I
Yeah,
will later on. So we
same.
might see it on ROH. But yeah, that's pretty cool to see him back. A little bit and do something. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy about that. Um,
And what people one thing I think people don't realize too, and these are the things that people don't take into play. Regardless regardless if it's on TV or not or on ROH, I have no idea. I'm not even gonna
yeah,
speculate on that. But the thing is this, what people gotta understand, like someone like Danielson, you gotta understand wrestling is like that's his thing,
yeah.
right?
And he's a
Uh
backstage worker too.
yeah,
Granted.
he saved Atlantis,
Hmm.
which is a legend, you
Yeah,
know. So this is a moment for the legends. It's not always for you, you
yeah.
know. So if that wasn't on TV, that was for them. It
It's
wasn't for
for
you.
Mexico. Yeah, it's for
Yeah,
Mexico.
and just for Atlantis and Brian Danielson, legend, respect, and legend at the end of their careers. So that's a moment for them. Off
Right.
TV, I'm sure they vibed, whatever. So if that's not on TV, what people gotta understand, that was a moment for them. You know,
Yeah.
like moments ain't always just for us now; they're for them too.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I guess you brought this up, so I want to hear what you have to say about it. The Bandito talking about El Dorado.
No, all right. So Bandito on that same card we was just talking about with Danielson.
Yeah.
Um, After a match, they was on the same side in the match, but um, he told the crowd in Spanish that and told Mascara Dorada to himself that he wants to bring him to AEW full time. So I guess my take would be, how would you feel about them signing a few of these CMLL guys and bringing them over to AEW, or if you think that
If
they should avoid it?
if both sides are okay with it, I don't see why not. I guess we could always use some more luchadors in AEW. Because I mean, we just lost. I wouldn't say lost, but we no longer have the Lucha Brothers, so you know
Yeah.
there's probably space for them. So,
Hmm.
but on top of that, and then they could be like New Japan Pro Wrestling stars and AEW and have contracts in both companies and
Yeah,
work both.
that would be my preference.
Yeah,
I think they should go that route.
yeah, I think so too. Be awesome.
I
So,
think even in like not saying do this like running through indie promotions and doing this, because I'd be against that, but certain companies that they're working with, like whether it be Rev Pro or something, um, if they're at risk of losing talent to someone that just say per se isn't a partner of Rev Pro, I
yeah,
think it would be smart business for a few of these companies to do contracts with AEW where
yeah,
they could protect you to be able to keep stars and they use them. They just gotta find a way for it to make sense, I guess, for both parties. But I think that would be the way to go, because there's some other guys in like New Japan, Rev Pro, CMLL, that I feel like not necessarily that you're gonna get outbid, but per se, if that was the case, and you guys can work together to give them dual contracts, I think it would be a way to keep a lot of their wrestlers where they're around where they're at.
Yeah. Okay. I agree. Yeah, that would be the smartest decision too. I think. Uh, that way, I mean, that's really what a working partnership really should be, anyway.
Uh,
That right there,
I,
and
Also, one thing I want to add in, I think AEW, and don't get me wrong, I know they let them book themselves kind of like as they go wherever they want if they're not being used, which
mhm,
I love that. I'm not against that at all.
yeah,
Besides, when there's big matches coming up, I get why they don't want them to have injury risk and stuff like that. But
of course, yeah,
I think AEW needs to take advantage more of the loan program. Like I'll give you example of what I mean. Um, like when we see Kevin Knight really would take out of this because he's signed to New Japan as well, right? But like you know how like and Takeshita take him out because he's signed to them as well. But like when they take Nick Wayne and they send him over for the Super Juniors, or say Megan Bain really was signed the whole time she was over there in Stardom and stuff.
mhm,
Um, I think AEW needs to take like just say figuratively speaking, a Scorpio Sky.
yeah. Let him
Send
do something.
send him to New Japan for like a 6 month excursion. You
Yeah,
know,
or Mexico. Yeah,
yeah, or Mexico, or Rev Pro, or
yeah,
like I mean, if they're against it, obviously that's another story. But
yeah,
for certain people that's not being used, have them, not even just book yourself as you go. Like, yo, send them somewhere else so they could still get exposure instead of doing like say per se nothing. That would be what I would like to see them do more of.
yeah. Right. Yeah, I agree. Guess we'll move on to some news. We saw a couple interviews, or I did at least. Of there was one with Shotzi, and there's one of Elena Black. Used to be
These with
Cora Jade.
Van Vliet.
Uh, uh, yeah, Cora Jade was Van Vliet, and Shotzi was Hermione, I think.
I think I've seen clips of the Shotzi. I know I've seen most of the Cora.
Yeah. Uh,
Or Elena, excuse me.
yeah. Now Elena Black, right? Uh, Shotzi, you were saying something earlier. Would you mind repeating that again about what she's doing for the rest of the year and what you
Um,
see?
well, her and Cardona are hilarious. I don't know. First of all, I don't know if you've seen him serving her the sending the pic. Did you see the clip of someone trying to buzzer and serve her the court papers for her using the indie god, and
Oh,
she hits him with a chair,
yeah.
then throws him off the wall, rips it, tells Cardona to serve her himself. I love what they're doing out there. Um, Now, as far as hold on, what was we talking about earlier? So I make sure I talk with the right thing. Oh,
Shotzi,
what? Go ahead. What was she
Shotzi,
saying about her dates?
yeah.
Um, so what she was talking about is she's booked out all her indie dates, and she was saying get her now before those dates run out. She's pretty much letting you know she's going on an indie tear. She's the one and only indie god right now.
Hmm.
Allegedly. Don't come for us, Cardona. I mean, but basically she's about to go through all of that. I think what I was telling you earlier, I think after a long and wild indie run, which probably be amazing because
Hmm.
this just suits her
Yeah.
better than what she was doing, kind of
Right.
like what she was in the WWE. Not character wise, but like in ring wise, because she's basically the same character. But I believe it will inevitably end to. I think we said this before, but I think she's the one most likely right now to end up in AEW.
Right.
Long, and when I say that, I mean long term. Like
Hmm.
I could see her going there
It's
and being,
staying for a while. Yeah.
yeah, not going there and jumping down on the sled and getting off at the end.
Right.
Like I could see her staying there a few contracts re-signing, similar to like a Moxley stay.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool. I'd like to see her. I think she's very creative too, and I like. Remember seeing clips back in the day of her in that tank, uh,
Yeah,
a little tank. That'd be something cool to bring over
seen
and see
someone say
her.
she's trying to get her tank back from the WWE.
Yeah.
Give
That needs,
Shotzi her tank.
heck yeah. Let her use her tank. Or
Yeah.
just give her something else completely badass, you know?
One other thing too, after watching them, and AEW's leaned into it a little bit lately.
Yeah.
But after watching what some of these women are doing on the indies, we might need some more mixed gender matches. We might
Yeah.
just, I mean, it's we know what it is. No one's out there really trying to hurt these ladies. You know what I'm
No.
saying? So
Right.
it's all for entertainment. And Megan Bain is killing it in mixed gender matches
Yeah.
in the indies still right now. Shotzi is killing it in mixed gender matches. Um Shout out to Gigi too. I know she was in the match. And her I seen her say I want to say something popped out, something in her fibula or something.
Oh,
And it looked like she tore her ACL, but I guess that she has a condition where I seen her post it herself. She has a condition where it slips out and slips back in place once in a while, and it's painful, but it's not like an injury, So I guess she's good, but a lot of these, and that's a good thing. But a lot of these ladies are killing it in mixed gender matches, so it's like I don't see why not bringing it to the big stage. And like I said, I seen AEW leaning a little bit into it, but hey, give it to us. Why not? What's your thoughts?
I see. I see both of them, Elena Black and Shotzi, making it over. I think. I don't know who would be first to come over, but I definitely see both of them ended up over here. And the intergender matches. I mean, I've I've never really dived deep into them. I remember seeing a couple back in TNA. They did it. They tried for a little while, and
Yeah, I don't know if I was. I know a lot of people are not too much fans of her. Not sorry to cut you off, but I did only when I seen it in like a mixed gender match. I think that probably was good in TNA was Tessa.
yeah, Tessa Blanchard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about her being in AEW though. I don't think.
Oh, nah,
I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff, but yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying that, but what I mean is TNA. Think because I'd seen a lot of bad mixed gender matches over there, but
Mhm.
I did see Tessa put on it. She was the heavyweight champion for a little bit,
Oh, damn.
wrestling just dudes like before all that wild stuff. She never lost it. I think she might even just gave the title back and got released after
Weird.
like all that crazy stuff. But go look at some of the Megan Bain matches. I believe they're on GCW.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah, and check out the one Shotzi just had. And
Okay.
then her versus Matt Cardona is coming up. That's gonna be a banger.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be a banger. I
Yeah.
mean,
So I don't have too much to say on intergender matches. I mean, besides mixed tag team matches, those are a different thing though.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'd be down to give it a try. So
And co-sign what you said. I do believe that Elena will probably end up in AEW as well.
yeah, she already has. She was
Yeah,
already in there.
yeah,
So
she was there before. I think that I would say there's probably a certain level of interest. I don't know how much you would put it on like a meter or a scale, but I would say there got to be a level of interest for probably every lady that just became a free agent lately. I
yeah,
think that if it's talent wise and things like that, you're looking at all of them. It's probably the other things that factor in that you're making a decision if you're gonna
yeah,
bring them in or how long you would possibly bring them in for. I guess
right.
would be the next question. But you got to be interested in all these ladies. Which
Oh
one
yeah.
would like you can't? I don't think there's any one of these women you would point at and say I wouldn't want her in my company. You know?
There's Mariah May's gone, and I could see a couple more maybe following suit this year when their contracts expire.
Yep.
But yeah,
Um, and I'm hoping Britt Baker isn't one of them.
nah. They came out and said she's contracted till like next year. So
Year and a half. But
yeah,
I think Tony may have learned from a few of his past mistakes, and it looked like he might have let Mariah May out of her contract 2 months early, knowing she was doing that. So I
mm,
don't think he's in fear no more of letting him go there. I just don't. I think if that was the case, he would have held on to her a little bit longer. I
yeah,
think it was like, oh, you want to go there? It's not disrespectful. You told us. Why wait till August?
yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean, he's smart, man. He knows that once WWE is signing up all these agents. Some more agents are going to become available
He also
because
knows.
through releases and stuff. So yeah.
Think he also got smarter after seeing a lot of the backlash he got.
Hmm.
Um, for actually just doing what he probably should have did.
Yeah,
He got a
he
lot.
got backlash for doing the nice thing and letting some people out of their contracts, and
Yeah,
then
but he
those some of
also
those same people wanted to talk shit.
Yeah, but
So
he also got backlash for not letting people out of their contract. So
yeah,
it's like there was no win. So I think that the best thing right now is if somebody wants to leave, keep it cordial. You don't gotta have problems
yeah,
with each other. And if you want to leave that bad, let them out their contract.
hell yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like that's just kind of what it is. It's about, I think right now AEW needs to focus on the person just as much as the wrestler now. I think in the
yep,
beginning they was looking for all the best wrestlers and didn't realize some of these people might not actually be loyal to you. I
yeah,
think that they realize now loyalty is just as big as how good you are in the ring. And that's why the signings have been different
yeah.
and specific type of
He's
signings,
real kind of he's choosy, like who
not
he
as
wants.
and not signing as much.
Yeah,
And Osprey coming out, everything he's saying has been the mission statement.
yeah.
He's like the voice of AEW. When
Yeah,
he
Osprey's
tells
gonna be in AEW for a long time,
when he
bro.
tells you you have to prove it to come in now, you think he was just saying that? Trust me, that's how they feel. That's why they haven't signed any former WWE people as of late. I think that obviously the outlier would be Lashley and them. Bro, everybody would sign the Hurt Syndicate if you have a
Hell
chance
yeah,
to sign them.
heck
So
yeah.
that's like the outlier, you
And
know what I'm
Hurt
saying?
Syndicate, they got story that they want to tell still, and they weren't given the chance to complete it in the other
Yeah,
company. So
yeah,
they wanted to go to another company. So I
yeah,
I believe that the Hurt Syndicate aren't just there to get a
yeah.
paycheck. I mean,
Yeah,
they're already making interesting
Yo,
stuff.
MVP's been going way too hard to think
Yeah,
he could go jump the fence again. And
yeah.
and don't get me wrong, anything in
Oh yeah,
wrestling is possible. But
yeah,
MVP's talk about he's gonna unleash on Triple H on his podcast once he hears it.
yeah,
Like, bro, he's not his intentions are where they are. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I think right now he's fully in tune with where he's at and wants to be where he's at for a long time.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
when he's off screen, I have a funny feeling he'll be around for a long time over there.
Oh yeah.
Before we do get out of here, I want to ask you one thing, and then I want us to push one thing, and then you let me know if there's anything you need to add in, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Um, First thing, what are your thoughts on the unified title? Because I'm seeing a mixed batch results online everywhere.
Um, I like the title itself. The championship looks good. Um, I was against it at first, but now it seems like they're gonna treat this new title like more important. It's like a main title,
Yeah,
and now it gives them the opportunity to maybe bring in something else, like a hardcore championship or something else. Um,
probably women's
and
titles.
and there are rumors that they might be doing away with the TBS championship and the TNT championship. I'm not sure if that's
I
if
hope
there's
that's
any
not true.
truth to that, but there might be.
I
But
mean, I guess it could be if they plan on replacing them with something more prestigious, like a start over. I'd
mm,
prefer they just reset the titles, and have the TBS one stay on TBS and the TNT one stay on TNT.
exactly, yeah,
Think it should just always been
pretty
like
much
that.
right. Yeah, it's pretty much been like that for this
Yeah.
past year at least.
Yeah,
But
but I think it should like that should have been the ultimate goal from the day you created them. Should have
yeah,
been both. Well, I guess because one network wasn't on, that wasn't on both. But the day
yeah,
TBS took Dynamite and TNT,
that's
um,
when it made more
took
sense.
they should have right there just established this is on this one, this is
Yeah,
on this one.
right.
Um, what do you think about the rumor that they may leave the Kenny Omega and Okada plates on it for even if they don't have the belt?
I think they should. Those are top two very talented wrestlers. They should keep those plates on there.
Agree.
It just be like I mean, other championship belts with the silhouettes wrestling
Mm.
moves, and I
Even
think they should keep them.
it'd be even doper when they retire and people
Yeah,
are still wearing that belt. So
yeah,
I'd get it started. They're living legends that still wrestle. No
yeah,
problem in giving them their flowers. I
exactly.
completely agree with that.
Yeah,
I don't like that they put those two belts together. I do love the new title. I love the look of it. Um, and I guess we'll see what they do as far as another title before I complain about losing one of my favorite titles. But I'm okay with it. The only other thing that I want to make sure I push is All in Texas needs Athena.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's and you're a Texas boy.
Yeah,
Give me
and she's from Dallas. So,
I got like 5 minutes before I gotta run out the door. So
yeah,
I need this viewpoint from a Texas person, right? Someone in Texas right now
we need to see it happen. Yeah,
to let Tony know, right?
Tony, book
We're
it
gonna
right
be
now.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna be there in the building, but let him
yeah,
know Texas needs their girl in the building.
yeah. I'll let him know. I'll shout him out on Twitter too or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
So keep running with that hashtag too.
I will.
Gotta drop it on them at least once a day. You know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
push. That's gonna be my thing to push too. So,
Yeah. It's
uh,
I mean, there's no one more deserving than her. I don't care if they don't know if she's re-signing a contract. Don't care if rumors is true about her contract possibly ending soon. Don't care about any of that. All I know is that the work that she's put in, just period, for this company, doesn't matter if it was in Ring of Honor. She's been going hard for this company, right?
yeah,
It's our home state. She needs to be on the card. Like, there's
yeah.
nobody more deserving. You could literally pick two handfuls of women to put her against. It doesn't matter. That
As
anyone would be a banger.
same with Sammy Guevara and Dustin Rhodes. They both need to be on that show as well, because both of them are Texas boys. That's why they're
Yeah.
called Sons of Texas.
Yeah.
And bring it back to Von Erichs. I don't know what happened to them. Like,
Also, where's my little homie what is Tommy Billington?
yeah, right.
But see, this is why. See, some of these guys, I would assume maybe not assume. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Some of these guys that ain't from out here might have visa issues or something.
Mhm.
I'm not sure about the Von Erichs. I have seen them on indie cards and stuff like that recently, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, some of these guys. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know if it's them or they just got to wait for that opportunity. But while that's going on, I would like, for example, I would love to see the Von Erichs in a New Japan run right now. Like,
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, that'd be
yeah.
like old times. Yeah.
So, I just would like to see some of these people just go out and like not just do one-offs. Like, go to a company for like 3
Hmm.
months,
Yeah.
maybe Japan, CMLL, um, Rev Pro, and give it a go for a couple of months, like a
Yeah.
good run, and
Yeah.
come back fresh, you know?
Right. No, for sure. And then you got the Rhodes kids too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The young ones.
Yeah.
I don't remember their names, but I did see the picture with
Yeah.
Dustin.
I think one of them's name is Wyatt Rhodes or
Yeah, I
something
did
like
see one of their names was Wyatt.
that. Yeah.
Well,
So
they're the future.
yeah.
They got a bloodline as well. You know.
So I just gotta let the rest of y'all know if y'all see me like tweaking out over here and itching myself, it's because I think I got bit by a spider during our last video that we were recording, and
Pack.
I've got like a bump now on my knee, and it's itching, and I'm starting to feel like my skin's crawling because I'm sitting here trying to look for a spider, and
Pack.
that's probably what I'm going to do right after this is look for a damn spider and then jump my ass in the shower.
Well, listen, you got the time because I'm ready to jump off. I'm gonna make the store before it closes, bro. And then tomorrow, within the next few days, we'll try to get out a few more segments.
Sure, man.
I'm gonna,
Sounds
I'm gonna
good.
load these up ASAP, my brother.
All
Take
right,
care
man.
of yourself.
You too, brother. See you. See you,
Yep.
everybody.
Yes, sir. Have a great day, everybody. Follow us down below. Like and
Yep.
subscribe as well. Out.
Yep. Peace.